That's something to be excited about. I can't really scream loud, apparently. All right, guys. I'm hearing a little bit of reverb in this, so if we could fix that, that'd be awesome. I'm going to also take this off while I talk. Okay, so we're going to talk about recruiting across the KT. So I sort of came up with a formula to recruit across the KT, and I found it really successful. It's a formula you all already have access to, and you just probably could use a little bit more. Could anybody agree that they could recruit across the KT a little bit more? All right. So if you're in my base shop and you were recruited across the KT, my base shop meaning Josh and I's, okay, and you were recruited across the KT, could you please stand up? So you were on a kitchen table appointment, we sold you life insurance, and then you were recruited. Okay, great. Now, if you were recruited from one of these people, could you please stand up? Okay, it's one of these, so Davey, okay, so awesome. Okay, and if you were recruited from someone who just stood up, could you please stand up? Okay, cool, so I'm counting how many people you have at training. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, guys, you can sit down. Awesome. So my point for doing that is, what you're going to see when you recruit across the KT is a couple things. One, you're going to see that people understand the value of what you do, okay? They understand the value of what you do because they just purchased what it is that you offer. Okay, they believe in the product, right? And so then you recruit them, and it's easy for them to understand why this is valuable, okay? But beyond that, what you have is a bunch of in-market people, okay? So you have people who are married, own a home, and have kids, and you've recruited them into the business. Guess what they have? Anybody? Take a guess. Amazing. They have friends who are married, own a home, and have kids. Do you see how this works? Okay, cool. So, how do we recruit across the KT? So, I remember one night, Josh and I were dating. He recruited this couple across the KT, and we met up for pizza after, and he's like, oh my gosh, I did what you said, and it worked. And I was like, well, good job. So proud, right, of my now husband, because he recruited across the KT. It's super simple, okay? How you do this, I use Shane and Melissa as an example. So I'm at the end, right, I'm filling out their life insurance, and I say to Shane and Melissa, hey, Shane and Melissa, I'd really regret not taking a minute just to ask you a simple question, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being what you saw me do here today was literally of no interest, and regardless of how easy it would be for you, you just are not interested in learning it. Or 10, you know, if I was able to teach you what it is that I did, right, and you could make $1,000 to $2,000 extra a month, you'd really think that that'd be pretty awesome. Well, the majority of the time, one of the two people is going to be like, yeah, I'm like an 8 or a 9 or a 10, okay? So I asked them, where would you put yourself on that scale? And then they answer. All right, next slide, please. So the answer is pretty revealing towards what's going to happen in the next 3 minutes. Okay, if they're a 5 or below, what I'm saying to them is basically like, hey, dude, you rock, and I'll see you at your FNA. See you at policy delivery. Finish filling out their life insurance. You don't need people on your team who don't want to be on your team. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay. You want people on your team who see the value. So at the KT, everyone should see the value in this. If they say they're a 5 or below, right, they either see the value in just having it for themselves, but don't see the value in helping other people understand this. And that's cool. That's fine. But I don't want them necessarily in my business. Does that make sense to everyone? Yep. Okay. So I'm basically saying, great, I'm glad that you love your career. Good luck working until you're 70. I don't say that part, but okay. My 6 or 7s. 6 or 7s, my opinion on this, just purely opinion, is they believe you could teach them. They do not believe they could do it. Okay, that's why they're telling you that they are a 6 or a 7. So you need to listen, affirm, close. Hey, Melissa, I totally appreciate that you're a 6. I'm just curious, why are you a 6, not a 5 or a 7? Why are you a 6, not a 5 or a 10? Right? And then I'm going to listen to her. Well, I would really be interested in this, but I just don't feel like I know enough people. Or I would be really interested in this, but I don't like sales. okay? That's one that I've heard before. Has anyone heard I don't like sales before? Okay, so pretty much everyone in the room raised their hands. So the way that I respond, listen, affirm, close that is, hey, Melissa, I totally appreciate that you don't like sales. You know, most people don't like being pushy, and they don't like being pushed a product at them. Is that sort of how you feel? Well, yeah. Awesome. So, Melissa, I don't want you to push products at people. Today, you know, I came over here, I showed you what it is that we do. You obviously see the value in what we do, right, Melissa? Awesome. And you wanted to move forward, right, Melissa? Great. And you didn't really feel like I had to push this at you, did you, Melissa? Right. So I'm going to train you to be able to do that on appointments. Does that sound good, Melissa? So you probably could think of 10 to 20 people who could benefit from what we do, couldn't you? And it obviously would make more sense for you to get paid to do it than it would for you to give me all the names for me to get paid to do it, right? Great. So we're going to go ahead and get you started in the business today. All right. For my 8s or 10s, literally this is a cakewalk. You're just like walking the cake through the line, right? Okay, amazing. So you feel like this is something that you'd be pretty interested in doing. Great, let's do that. Okay, next slide. So I did put a note on there, applicable questions from the recruiting audio. Here's what that means. Well, I'm an 8, but I just don't know if I have the time. Okay, so you're not going to go through the whole recruiting audio if you ask this question. You don't need to. You're getting your answer of where they're at on the scale, right? And then you're going to proceed from there. So if they're a 5 or below, no thanks. If they're a 6 or a 7, you're going to affirm, answer, close. If they're an 8 or above, you're going to move forward with them that day. Okay, so applicable audio questions would be, if you're an 8, hey, Melissa, that's awesome. So it sounds like you're pretty interested. Can I ask, why are you an 8, not a 10? Oh, well, I'm really interested, but I just don't feel like I'd have a lot of free time. Okay, Melissa, so I'm looking to fill 3 positions. And I go into the audio. Spare time, part-time, full-time. So obviously you don't think you have a lot of time. Full-time's probably not for you right now, right, Melissa? Okay, great. So we have a spare time and a part-time position. Is it okay if I share with you a little bit about those? Well, yeah. Okay, spare time, 3 to 5 hours a week, right? Somewhere between $250 and $750 a month. Part-time, right? 5 to 15 hours a week, you know, and I go through the compensation. Melissa, based on those 2 options, what seems like a better fit for you? Well, part-time. Okay, great. So, Melissa, you feel like you could commit to 7 hours a week? Well, yeah. Awesome. I'm looking forward to working with you 7 hours a week to help you build a business that you have ownership in. Okay? So here's the formula. So you all might want to take a picture of this. The partnership formula, power of PEP. Okay, so when I'm on the appointment, how many people know that people love when you write upside down? Okay, they like clothes just because you can do that. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes maybe. Okay. So on the appointment, oh, the megaphone. I got the megaphone. Oh, Lord. Do it. On the that won't work. Okay, so on the appointment, right, I'm writing upside down 124. Once they've committed, they're an 8, 9, 10, and I'm like, and I assess how many hours they want to work with me, how quickly they want to get started. Okay, I say to them, awesome, so Melissa, what's the best part about what we do, in my opinion, is that we pay for you to receive all of your licensing. Okay, and I go right into the audio. The only thing, Melissa, that we do not cover is we do not cover the cost of your background check. You would be responsible to pay that. I don't need to ask, do you have any felonies or bankruptcies? Because I've already done that in their life insurance. Okay, I'm not even going to ask this question. I'm not even going to offer the IBA to them if they say yes to the felonies. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to say to Melissa, oh my Lanta. I'm going to say to Melissa, can everyone in the back hear me? Yeah. Great. I'm going to say to Melissa, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with this. You obviously know you have to pay the cost of the IBA, okay? So that 124, you're able to pay that today, Melissa? She's going to say yes, okay, because we're on a qualified KT. Qualified KTs mean usually people have money. If they don't have money, you're going to come back and do an F&A, but guess what they do have? They do have a credit card, okay? Because these are qualified KTs. So I'm going to say, okay, Melissa, today we're going to pay the 124, and I write 1, 2, 4 upside down. And watch this. Then I say, hey, Shane, because Shane's also answered his numbers, and maybe Shane's not interested. Hey, Shane, I know you're not really interested right now in moving forward with the business, but I'm going to show you and Melissa why it's to your advantage to be her partner in the business today. Okay? And I'm going to do 1, 2, 4 plus 1, 2, 4. What does that equal? 2, 4, 8. Awesome. And then I'm going to explain. And Melissa, today we're doing your life insurance. Okay? We're already moving forward with that. So, when we move forward with your life insurance and we recruit your husband into the business, we've done a 1 recruit and 1 sale. Okay? That means that you're going to get back $100 as soon as you sit your bottom in a class to get your licensing. Okay? And you wanted to do this, so you're obviously going to do that. Okay? So watch this. 248 minus 100. And I'm writing all of this down. 124 plus 124 equals 248. 1 by 1 equals 100. 248 minus 100 equals 148. So Shane, it would be silly for you not to work with your wife, okay? Meaning, it would be silly for you not to go with her to attend the class and not to support her as she goes to meetings and not to be a source of referral for her because it's only an extra $24 for you. So here's what that means in the future. That means that every trip Melissa's going to win, she's going to go to Vegas, she's going to go to Orlando, she's going to go to wherever, right? You want to be on those trips with her, right, Shane? Awesome. She wants you to be there too. It'd be pretty lonely in the hotel ordering, room service by herself. Shane, in order to do that, you need to be a partner with her in the business. Okay? Is everyone following with me?
Yes.
Okay.
When are you doing this?
I'm doing this. I'm in their life insurance. As I'm in their life insurance, before we're getting to the medical questions, I'm asking them this. If they're answering yes and we're moving forward with the IBA, I'm pulling up a new tab in Turbo Apps and starting the IBAs. Okay? Here's why. On the life close, Melissa just did her 1 sale, her 1 recruit. She's got $100. All she has to do is show up to class that weekend. The check is going to be waiting for her in 7 to 10 days at the office. Can anyone get an amen? They just got 2 direct recruits. Okay. So then you're talking, hey, inheritance. So if it's not enough just to win trips, get this. Melissa, unfortunately, if you pass away prematurely, which we would not want, Shane cannot inherit your business without licensing to do so. That would obviously be important to you if Melissa's built a $100, $300 million business, right, Shane? Awesome. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so why this business? So I was thinking about that. They're telling me I have 2 minutes. I'm going to go quick. I'm reading this book right now. And this says, the story we're telling the world isn't half as endearing as the one that lives inside of us. We can go to the next slide. Why the business is because every single one of us has a story, okay? And I'm just going to be real with you guys. There are days that we wake up in this business as full-timers, and they are hard, okay? There are people who need a million things from you. They are calling you all day long. You're trying to just do the fundamentals, setting 3, getting 3, going on 3, and your phone doesn't stop from 7 a.m. to midnight. Okay, and so we have to remind ourselves every day. I have to have positive self-talk every day about why the business, okay? And so this is why. So that quote was from this book, Scary Close. You should all read it. This is why, because these are all the families whose lives in the last 6 months have changed because I decided to stick it out in the business, and I decided to recruit across the KT, and I decided to ask the right questions, and I decided to make the extra phone calls. I called Alyssa Atkins 4 times before I finally got on an appointment with her. She's blowing up the leaderboards. Okay, this is why we do this. This is why, because all of these people and all the people they're going to get, their lives are forever changed because of the freedom that we found in Primerica. And we do this because the reward of engaging in authentic relationship in community is integrity. We get to live a life that nobody else gets to live. We get to have what nobody else gets to have. You guys want that, right? Yeah. Awesome. I'll see you at the top.